Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. So, as my friends at Yarnspirations.com, I'm your host Mikey. Today is Crochet Christmas at Granny's blanket. Now, I've done these kind of concepts before, but this is slightly different, and I can tell within the diagram itself that the edges are different than what we've done in the past. So I'm going to be showing you some great little tips today. If you'd like to change the size or the width of this, it's in multiples of 4 plus 7. So just go 4, 4, 4. When you're happy with the width, just add 7 more chains and you'll have this done. What we're going to do is that this is the striping pattern of the main blanket itself, and you're going to do it twice. So once you do it the first time, you'll start back and you'll do it a second time. Now the 5 here in the front represents that there's 5 additional green rows here before you start the striping, and at the end of this, when the striping is done, after you've done it twice, there's 5 additional green rows as well. So it gives you a total count of 9 green at the start of the blanket, and then at the end of it you'll have a total count of 9. So it's a really neat idea to do it. We'll show you the quick little border today, recommending a size 5.5mm eye crochet hook today with your Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and you can have this blanket, and the blanket size is 45 inches wide by 59 inches wide, but with the information I've given you, you can change the size, you'll change the yarn quantity, so just be aware of that. So without further ado, let's begin. You can either chain 183 or you can do the multiples of 4 plus 7 depending on what you would like to do. So I'm going to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Big enough, yes or no. If not, you can just lay it up against something to determine the size and keep on going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's just say I'm pretty happy with the width, then I'll just add 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So either chain 183 or multiples of 4 plus 7. Let's do row number 1. We're going to go 8th chain from the hook. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 all the way here. And I'm recommending that when you go to do this, when you wrap the hook, make sure that there's 2 strands on that chain on the top of the hook and just 1 underneath. Usually I tell you to do the back hump of the chain. In this case, I don't want you to. And then we're just going to double crochet in that chain. And in that same chain, add 2 more double crochet. Now you're going to skip the next 3 chains in a row. So we have 1, 2, 3. Go to the 4th, and in the 4th one, before you do it, just chain up 1, and in the 4th one away, so 1, 2, 3, in the 4th one away, put 3 double crochet. So don't forget to chain 1 in between the groups of 3 double crochets. So just automatically when you get 3, just chain up 1. So skipping 3, so 1, 2, 3, go to the 4th and put 3 double crochets in there. So do this all the way across. Put me on pause now, and I'll show you how to finish the row in just a moment. And be sure to chain 1 after you get these groups of 3 in place. And I'll see you at the end of the row in just a sec. Now for those that are carrying on, you're just going to keep on going. So 1, 2, 3, and you're going to come in to the next one and put in 3 double crochet. And then chain 1, and then at the very end, just skip right to the last one, and you're going to put in just 1 double crochet, like that. So now you're going to turn your work, and you're now going to begin row number 2. Row number 2, when you go to start, you're going to chain 3. And then in the next space right here, you're going to put in 2 double crochet. So that is the equivalent of 3 into the same spot. Just think of it like that. So once you get this done, chain 1, skip to the next space, and put in 3 double crochet. And then what are you going to do? That's right, you're going to chain 1 and put 3 into the next, and you're going to do this all the way to the end. I'm going to show you an alternative thing to do at the very end of your row, and I'll show it the way that the pattern is showing it, and then I'll show it my own way. So put me on pause now and get yourself all the way across. And for those continuing, we're just going to chain 1 after it, and we just keep putting in your 3 double crochet. So right at the end, after you get your 3 in this space, they want you to put in 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. So you can do it like that, or what you can do is that you're going to put just 2 in there. This is the alternative that I'm showing you. Put 2 into there first, and then put the third one in and lock it with the chain. So just lock it. So just kind of follow it right there and just put it right into the chain work itself. And that locks that one into position like this, and it will look like the other side. So that's an alternative. So we're gonna turn our row and do row number 3. So row 3 and 4 is the repeat for the whole thing. The only difference that you'll have is that you'll have the coloring that will happen. And so when you start row number 3, you'll chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you were just gonna come in right into this next space right here, and you were going to put in 3 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3. And then chain 1, and then go into the next space and put in 3 double crochet. So it's what you already know. So these blankets go pretty quickly because of this. So chain 1 and jump all the way across. So do this all the way across, and then I'll see at the end to show you how to finish row number 3. For those that are ready to finish row number 3, you're just gonna come up to the last space before the edge. And then you are going to chain 1, and then in this chain work here on the top, don't go into a space, go right into the chain. You're just gonna double crochet, and that's would be how you finish a row 3, and it should look identical to the other side. Let's turn our work and do row number 4. So row number 4, whenever you have it, you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and in the next space, you always just put in 2 double crochet. Followed by a chain 1, and then the next space here, put in 3 double crochets. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, and then come into the next space. So 1, 2, 3, and keep doing this all the way across. So put me on pause now, and I'll show you how to finish this end. For those that are ready for the ending, just chain up 1, put 2 double crochet into the last one. For my alternative, just put 3 if you want to do the original. But if you just put the 2, put the third one into the chain work and lock it like this. And this is row number 4. So you're just going to repeat rows number 3 and 4, and you will notice that it will turn out like this. So what I'm going to demonstrate next is how to change colors, and we'll be doing that in just a moment. Let's just say that we want to change colors within this blanket. You just want to trim your yarn, and you just want to pull through. So you're going to maintain the same patterning when you go. So you're just going to turn, and you're going to start up the next row, which would be a row number 3 in this case, but it could be a number 4 depending on the color sequence that you'll have within the chart. Create a slip knot first, and go to the top of the last double crochet here, and attach. In row number 3, if you recall, we're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let this just rest to the side, and then you start again. So in the next space, you'll put in your 3 double crochet. And then you'll chain 1, and then 3 double crochet in the next. So it's exactly what you know. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go down and back, and then I'll show you how to weave in the ends to get rid of those, and then we'll cover the border after that. So I've gone down and back just like I'm supposed to. So I'm just gonna say that I'm done, and I wanna finish this off. So you wanna use your tapestry needle to hide in any loose ends. So do you see the white section? Weave in the ends on the white section only, so don't drag it through the other color. And take your tapestry needle and just dragging it through the side edge, going down. Just stay within the white. And if you can drag it back and forth a total of 3 times, not only just go between the strands, but separate the plies as well with your needle, and that'll help get it stuck as well. And so any loose ends, you're gonna wanna do this. Okay, it just takes a few moments, but if you try to weave it in with your crochet hook, it will definitely fall out. So you'll want to do the same with your other colors that you'll have. So this color, just weave it within this color, and etc. So what I'm going to demonstrate next is that I'm going to show you how to do the border, and there's 2 rounds for that. To do the border, they're saying to turn to the right side. If you're not sure, do you see where this strand is? When we started the project, this would be considered the right side of the project. So this is the side that will face up. So now you're going to start within the corners. So you'll start here. So I should have woven in my ends, but I'm going to start right in the corner, and I'm going to work my way across the top. So I'm just going to attach it with this yarn, chain 1, and put 3 single crochet into the same stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. So now I'm going to work my way all the way across the row. So every stitch is going to get a single crochet, including the chain 1 spaces. So the secret is that once you get all the way across, we're going to have to turn and go down the sides. And I want you to really pay attention to the length of the stitches that you see. And that's going to help you go down the sides. It says to equally space the single crochet going down the sides. So if you look at how this is spaced out, just kind of match it when you go down the sides, and I'll show that in a moment. So once I get over to the end, I'm looking for the very last one, which is the next one now. And so that one will be 3 single crochet. So 1, 2, and 3, and naturally turn your blanket and work down the side edge. Don't go into a space, always stay within the chain work, and just look at the distance of the stitch work at the top. So if it starts to pull in, meaning to fold in like this, it means that you're going too fast, or you're spacing too far apart from each other. And if it's starting to ruffle, it means that you're putting too many stitches too close together if it ruffles. So you're just looking for an equal spacing for something like this. Okay, so eventually you're going to get all the way to the base here. So turn it over. So 3 into this one. So 1, 2, and 3, and turn it over. So if you recall the distance between these, there was 3 individuals. There was 3 single crochets that are in the spaces, and then 1 at the base of this group of 3. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 at the base. So when you get all the way to the other side of this, you are going to put 3 single crochets into the last section here, and then just equally space and go all the way around, and I'll be right back in a moment. So I'm coming up all the way around, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the first single crochet. So if you don't want to do the next section to do a reverse single crochet, it's also called the crab stitch, you can just chain up 1 and just do 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way around. So you don't have to worry about the corners. If you want to do the reverse single crochet, you're just going to chain up 1, and you're going to go to the one beforehand. So just go this way. This is called the crab stitch. So just wrap and pull through 2, and then go to the one before, wrap, pull through 2. So several people really don't like this stitch, but I think it has its purpose, especially for an edging, and it just changes the story on how the edging looks. And so you just continue to go all the way around. You don't have to worry about putting extra stitches in for corners. You just let it follow around the corner. And you just keep on moving around. You see, does a great job at turning. So it's a really neat idea to be able to do that. So when you get all the way back around, you're just going to slip stitch and then weave off your ends and going back and forth a total of 3 times. And then this blanket here, Crochet Christmas at Granny's blanket, is complete. And this would be the back and this would be the front. Have a good one, and we hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.